Today we're going to be talking about does sweat dictate a good workout? And does that mean that you're actually making any type of progress? So the answer is it depends. All right, that's the main answer. The answer is it depends. Number one, so sweat does not fully dictate progress, but it can dictate some progress. All right. Most of us are under the impression that everything that we do, right, or like maybe we played sports growing up or in PE, or like you just see an advertisement and you see these people sweating and it looks really cool, everything's in slow-mo, and we think that because they're sweating and because they look like they're in great shape, that dictates a good workout. So a good workout, when I'm talking about good workout to you guys, I'm talking about actually seeing and making progress, okay? So the most important thing, and some of you guys are gonna know what I'm saying, or where I'm going with this, is going to be progressive overload, okay? And progressive overload is to simply try and get better one rep, right? Or shorten your rest time a little bit, or add 5 pounds to the bar, right? Or to the dumbbell if you have dumbbells, right? Or add a little bit more resistance with your resistance bands. So that's going to be number one. That's going to be one of the main key factors that is going to determine like your body composition. So like how your body looks when it's all said and done. Obviously your nutrition has a huge role to play in that, but so does your actual body composition, okay? So that's number one. That's going to be one of the most important things when it comes to actually working out. That's going to dictate a good workout. And remember, a good workout, what I'm referring to is like your actual body composition changing. So progressive overload, right? Trying to increase one rep from week to week, right? If the reps are between, like, let's say your rep range is between 8 and 12, and this week you do 3 sets of 8, and next week you do 3 sets of 9, you've progressively got better from week to week, right? And then let's say the following week you go 3 sets of 10, right? Now you've gotten that much better. Even though it's just one rep, it's one rep for every set, right? Or even if it is just one rep, that's one rep better than you did last week. So that's gonna determine like a good workout in regards to body composition, if you have weights, right? So if you have weights, if you have access to like a weight room, if you're working out, if you have access to like multiple different bands, right? But now, because not everybody has access to weights, and not all gyms are opened because of the panini, then we can, nobody else caught that, huh? So you can push closer when you're doing like body weight stuff or very, very lightweight stuff. You can do stuff, you can push yourself a little bit further, right? So let's say, for example, on a body weight exercise, you have 10 to 12 reps, and it feels like extremely easy when you get to the 12th rep. You can push to like 15-ish reps, right? You don't want to push to the point of complete exhaustion, because then you won't be able to go into the next exercise, right? But you can push yourself a little bit further when it comes to like body weight stuff. And because you're doing that, you will sweat a little bit more from that, because you're either shortening your rest time, right? You're still shortening your rest time, but you're also including more reps. So in that particular case, and more so in body weight exercises, it will determine, sweat can determine a better workout, right? In the same breath, I can tell you to do 20 exercises in a row and you're going to be sweating, and that doesn't necessarily like mean it's a good workout. Like I can tell you to do 200 reps of bicep curls and 100 reps of push-up, right? And then all of a sudden, like, oh, I'm sweating, so I got a good workout. No, like the basic rules still apply, right? So like compound movements, that's still gonna apply, right? Progressive overload still gonna apply. So if I did 10 reps this week, I could try and do 11 to 12 reps the following week. When it comes to actually now having weights, it's kind of, there's a give and take, right? You still want to move faster, sorry, not faster. You still can get better from decreasing your rest time or increasing your weights. But as you lift heavier weights, depending on how heavy you're lifting, you will need a little bit longer of a rest time. Does that make sense, guys? Head nod, yes, no, yeah, cool. All right, so because you're increasing the weight, you don't want to necessarily, like, let's say with a body weight exercise of push-ups, right? Let's say normally you rest 60 seconds and then you rest, and then you've gotten better. So you do the same amount of reps, but you're only resting 45 seconds, and now you're resting 30 seconds, right? So you're gonna get a better sweat because of that, and you're gonna get a more efficient workout because of that. But if you were to do like a dumbbell press, all right, and then you were normally resting 60 seconds, but then you increase the weight 10 pounds, let's say it felt really light, and you increase the weight 10 pounds, but then you rest 30 seconds, you can potentially be setting yourself up for an injury or failure. So it's like a very slight give and take with decreasing the reps while you're increasing the weight. And that's not to say, guys, if you're lifting heavier weight, you won't sweat, okay? But sweat doesn't fully dictate and or determine that you got a good workout, right? That just means that your heart rate is up. Does that make sense, guys? So in conclusion, with body weight exercises, sweat does determine more of a good workout, right? For body composition, as long as you're having the right exercises together, not just like biceps and triceps, right? I mean, that's still a good workout, but not as efficient as it can be. And then when you're doing with weights, you like, I'm not saying because you're working with weights, like you shouldn't be sweating, like you should still be burning, you should still sweat, because otherwise you're resting way too long between sets. But the likelihood is much shorter, right? Not to like shit on any like programs are out there, but also that's kind of a reason why, like CrossFit guy, that's kind of why a reason why CrossFit, a lot of people get injured doing CrossFit. And that's because like CrossFit from its principles are great. Like they do like a lot of compound movements. They do Olympic lifts. If you have the right coach, they'll teach you a lot about mobility and whatnot. But also they do it for time, right? So they're like, I want you to get your max weight. I want you to get a personal record on your squat, and I want you to get it within this amount of time period. And when you combine the two, like over and over and over, it eventually leads to injury or breakdown of form, which will eventually lead to injury down the road. So hope that made sense, guys. Hope that helped you. I'm gonna go around the room real quick, see if you guys do have any questions. If you do, just unmute yourself or just raise your hands, and then that will be it. So any questions regarding sweating and getting a good workout? No? Comments, concerns? Good to go? Cool, guys. I'm gonna go through the chat real quick, see if anybody had any questions in there. I'm weird like that. I like to have a sweat when I work out. Yeah, and it's okay. Like you will have a sweat. Like just don't hurt yourself. That's right. Not weird like sweat. I'm questioning this yet. I gotta go. Cool. All right, guys. Awesome roundtable. Great job, everybody. Make sure to do your homework if I send you something. And that's it. We went a little bit longer than planned. We did have a lot of people in there today. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your Friday. Let's continue to slay this week, and I'll see you guys all in the group.